darlings, welcome back to the orchard, or should I say welcome to the orchard. My name is Annie and welcome to PeachTreeSims. So this is a new Sims 4 YouTube channel where I will be uploading content pertaining to Speedbuild, Let's Plays, and much more. So I just wanted to say real quick before we get too far in that this build does utilize CC. I'm using the Oak House CC set by PeachTreeSims, and I will have a link to his Patreon in the description below for you to download the set so you can download this house, which will be available on the gallery under my EA ID, PeachTreeSims, and that will also be down in the description below. So today I am building a suburban style family home. I was building this based off of a reference picture. I found a house in my neighborhood that I actually really liked, and so I was like, why don't I just, make it my own? So in this build, it ends up being a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home, and I envisioned a single father living with his 3 daughters. So there's space for 1 or 2 parent Sims, a child or teen, and 2 toddlers. But of course, you can always change that to best suit your Sims needs. So here I was trying to get the windows and doors situated in the house. The house that I was working based on actually has green shutters and a green front door, so I really wanted to make sure to try and incorporate that into this house. So I did as best as I could. So I think this house turns out really nicely in the end, and I think it would be a great family home for anybody to play in. There's plenty of skill building activities and so much more for your Sims to do here, as well as space for growth. So here I was just trying to decide on what paneling I wanted to use on the house. So I was hoping to find some sort of siding. I was having a hard time deciding on color, but I eventually just settled for white to tie in with the windows. So as you can see, just placing some more windows down on the 2nd story. So I think the house comes together pretty quickly on the outside, although I think about half of the speed build is just spent on the outside alone, so I guess you can be the judge of that. So here I was trying to fiddle with the garage door because the house in real life obviously has a garage, but in the Sims, of course, we don't have functional cars. We only have decorative debug or toy cars. So this garage is only decorative, but I think it adds a little bit of realism to the house. I just wanted to mention too, this house is kind of inspired by the style of another Sims YouTuber called Miss Simrino. She does really nice suburban style homes, so if you want to check her out, I can also put a link in the description below. I really love her builds. So yeah, just trying to figure out a way to make the back of the house a little more interesting, because I felt like there wasn't enough dimension, but I wasn't quite sure what would make it look better. I also just want to apologize for any lag you may be seeing with the video. I run this on my Macbook, and obviously that's not like a gaming PC or anything, so my game doesn't always run the smoothest. I'm trying to work on getting a gaming PC, so hopefully eventually we'll see better quality with these builds, and I eventually hope to do real-time Let's Plays and real-time build challenges, but until I can get my computer sorted out, it might be a little while. So here, just working on the roofing for the back with the bump outs. I think it's a little awkward the way it has to be roofed, but I think in the end it comes together and is pretty cute. But I did fiddle with that for quite a while. Just adding a chimney. I don't know that there's actually a fireplace on that side of the house in this build, but I think it's a cute decoration. If you light the fireplace that is in the living room, the chimney will have smoke come out of it though. So here I was just trying to find a back door that I thought would suit. I ended up going with this one from Seasons, I believe. I always get Seasons and Cats and Dogs mixed up. But yeah, just putting in some additional windows in the downstairs. I feel like there's not enough natural light on the inside of this house. But of course you could add as many or take away as few windows as you wanted. So here I thought it would be nice to have something over the back porch, so I tried to make kind of like a makeshift pergola out of fencing. I believe the fence was from Get to Work, one or the other. And I just kind of futzed around with the trim for the second floor because it was kind of glitching with all the fencing up there. Just scooching the house back a little bit on the lot so that I could start working on landscaping and decorating on the outside. So I got this Jungle Adventure tile to put out there. And I cut some footage out of me searching for this debug object to use as like almost a stone to surround the gardens. I cut a lot of me messing around with it out of the video just because it was so time consuming, but that's what it ends up looking like. And then I just repeat the same thing for this flower bed. So there's the cut, and then I thought it would be super cute to just do like a well manicured flower bed in the front like that. So just getting some hedges and shrubs and our favorite low-lying flowers in this house. I love these flowers. Just repeating the same thing again for the forward flower bed. And I decided that there wasn't enough color, so I was trying to add like a rose bush to brighten it up a little bit. Or is that an azalea bush? It's something like that. So then to the side, I decided that I wanted a little less of a manicured look. So this one is a little more free-flowing, a little less like rigid and set in stone, literally, because they're surrounded by stones. But yeah, so I did cut some of the landscaping out just because the landscaping did take me a little while. I don't think I'm the best at it, but I certainly try my hardest and hopefully I can get better by practice. So here I'm just adding some more terrain paint and trying to mess with the foundation because it was clipping through the garage. Just using some bushes to hide where the two foundation types meet on the side. But I think it adds a nice cute little detail to the side of the house. So just trying to find a mailbox, and I do end up adding like a bicycle and some other varying outdoor activities like this basketball hoop. I just think that makes it look so realistic, so much like the houses I see around me. Is it just me who feels the need to put shrubs into every corner in a build, like by the chimney or anything like that? Like it's just... oh my goodness. So here I was adding a tree and a bench because I felt like the front yard was just a little bare, so I felt like it needed something more. And just adding a little more detail to the roof just to give it that extra little bit of realism. And then we move on to the backyard where I chose this base game fence. It's one of my favorites. And then just making like an irregular shaped backyard. I feel like that adds a little bit more depth, a little bit more character to any space. Again, with the corner shrubs, I just think it makes it feel so much more like homey and cute and filled in, which, for better or worse, maybe I could cut back on landscaping sometimes. I feel like it's not realistic to have gardens like that, but I feel like in The Sims is just the style to have more lush gardens. So here I'm just going around the perimeter of the build and putting in some more like landscaping terrain paint. I was just adding some more trees into this build because I feel like you can never have enough trees in a build. I feel like it just makes any home look so much more family friendly. I don't know why I associate like big trees with family homes. I didn't really have any like growing up as a kid, so I'm not sure where that comes from. Just landscaping some more in the backyard. And if you guys ever have any tips for landscaping or ideas for any builds or challenges or anything that you would like to see, just leave them in the comments below and I will make sure to check them out and hopefully do some of it. And also make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far, and make sure to hit the bell for notifications because YouTube is so finicky. So here I was just trying to do a bit more of a decking area in the backyard. It's nothing too fancy, but I thought it would just be nice for them to have somewhere to like relax and grill and just like hang out. So I use this outdoor dining table and a grill from base game. And there's the trash cans. I add some fairy lights, at least I think. I tried to add a second strand, but in the end I couldn't get them to reach the way that I wanted to. So I just scrapped that and added like a chess table and somewhere to do some art outside so your Sims have some more skill building options. So here is where I pretty much finish the outside and start to move inside. So I skipped me trying to make the floor plan just because it did take me some time. I had to do it a few different times to try and figure out what would work the best for the house. So it's a pretty big house overall, though no one room is too big. And I will mention now that I am a little dumb and forgot to start recording when I was furnishing the living room. So there is no footage of the living room, but there will be screenshots of the finished product at the end. And as I said before, it will be available on the gallery if you would like to check it out. So the first room that I worked on in this house was the kitchen, and as I said, I was using the oak house set by PeachTreeSims, and I really wanted to make the counters from this set work, but there's just so many swatches for these counters that there wasn't really a good way to like access all the different counter pieces. They would like get cut off by the side of the screen. So if anybody has any ideas for what to do about that, just let me know. But yeah, so instead I decided to use this counter set from Dream Home Decorator in like a nice green color. I think I forgot to record some more, because why did the whole house just get furnished? Oh well. So here I'm trying to figure out a fireplace for the living room. And I put a TV in front of it. I used the one from Cats and Dogs, I believe, and I used the rug from the new oh my gosh, what's the Industrial Loft Kit, that's what it is. Oh, so I guess I recorded the living room but not the other stuff. Okay. Anyways, so I chose another Dream Home Decorator sectional. I'm obsessed with this color swatch from Dream Home Decorator. I think it might be one of my favorite swatches in the game. So I do end up using the Oak House coffee table though, which I think is really nice. The whole set is just super pretty. It is like dream goals for any decorations if I could have. So because I did envision that there were kids living here, I figured that those pictures were pictures of like them and their dad, or like their family or friends. yeah, so just adding some bookshelves behind the couch and some clutter, you know. So here I was trying to add some of the decorative pillows from the Oak House set. Um, I must have only ended up adding one. I could have sworn I added more. Um, but you can always add more if you do download this house. So here I was making a fake upright piano because we unfortunately do not have any upright pianos in the game, and I actually learned this from Miss Simrino, but I believe she said she learned it from another content creator, Simlissy, here on YouTube. So credits to them for this idea. It just uses a console table from Cats and Dogs and one of the keyboards. I'm not sure if it's from a specific pack, maybe from City Living. But yeah, so I was trying to add some clutter on top of it in the beginning, but in the end I decided to just, you know, get rid of some of it because I know it's not super realistic to have like a tray on top of a piano. So here I was trying to add a family desk because I figure with 3 kids you're going to need somewhere for them to do homework and just, you know, play games or do your work yourself. So yeah, I added a fishbowl so you can have some fish in this house and a little journal so your child or teen sims can journal their emotions away. But yeah, I added some of these decals, but in the end I delete them because I just wasn't liking how they looked in there. I also get rid of the paranormal picture wall. I just wasn't digging it. Yeah, so then over here I was just trying to do like a little children's nook. So I add this bookshelf from the Oak House set and a play like dollhouse, and just some seating for some kids. Yeah, so it's super cute. I don't know that a lot of it is functional, but I feel like a lot of Sims builds on YouTube aren't functional, it's just for decoration, so. And here I was trying to see if I could make any of the couches from Oak House work, but unfortunately they were just a little too small and awkward to work in the space with what I wanted, so yeah. But we move on upstairs. I didn't show the entry or exits or the downstairs bathroom, I don't believe, just because some of that stuff kind of gets repetitive. But there will be screenshots at the end of this video if you would like to see them. So here I'm just trying to find some curtains and the same wall lights I did use in the dining room. Just trying to make it a little more evident that kids do live here, with some of like the IKEA style shelves. But yeah, so I end up swapping out the paintings in the hallway. Again with the saving. Gosh, editing Annie. But anyways, just bringing the downstairs wallpaper up into the dad's room. So I added this shelf from Cats and Dogs, I believe, just to give the dad a little bit more storage, because I feel like it's kind of unrealistic to just have a closet. But I did use the Oak House bed, and don't fret, I do realize that the comforter and pillows are not centered on the bed, so I will fix that. But yeah, so I've seen this trend recently where people will be using pendant lights as like side table lamps. I think that trend is super cute personally. I'm actually really obsessed with it. I don't know how practical it would be, like whether they would swing around or not, but I am obsessed with it. So here I was just trying to find something to put on the wall, and I settled on this jungle adventure tapestry. I feel like it kind of matches the like more subdued vibes of the room. I tried to fiddle around with putting like a daybed chair in the dad's room, but in the end I just got rid of it. I didn't think that it matched too well. But yeah, just trying to find some more clutter to put in here. Yeah, so the dad's room is pretty much coming together at this point. I added a robe and some clothes on the floor. I figure being a single parent to 3 daughters, he probably is running around a lot and maybe doesn't keep up with his laundry as much as he probably should. But I think it just adds another level of realism. And I was trying to find some more clutter to put on this fake ottoman at the end of the bed. It's actually a coffee table, but I think it's super cute for the room. So here I think is the only bathroom I show on camera because they're pretty much identical. But I did use the oak house set with this cute shower curtain. I'm not sure whether that makes the bathtub functional or like if it prevents it from being functional. But I will make sure to play test that. So just adding some more clutter. Again, using a Dream Home Decorator mirror, some blinds. So overall this bathroom is pretty simple, but I think it's very cute for a family home, especially with young children. And I do go back to add a toddler potty because I do forget in the beginning. But anyways, moving on to the child or teen daughter's bedroom, or son's bedroom, it really doesn't matter. I chose this wallpaper because it reminds me so much of the Animal Crossing New Horizons logo, and I just think that is so funny. So I thought that was super cool. And here I was just trying to build kind of like a built-in for the daughter's bed, just to go like over it. And I tried to use the oak house bed frames, but in the end I just choose this one from Cottage Living. I think that flower swatch is super cute. So here I was just trying to find a rug that I liked for the room and trying to clutter up her little built-in shelving situation. I figure it was also kind of a storage solution because there was not enough room for a dresser in this bedroom. But I think in the end it actually turns out really cute, and there's a lot of potential for customization with this setup. But here I was just adding some activities for children's Sims because I realized that while it was cute, it may not be the most practical. But yeah, so I thought maybe she was kind of like a spunky kid with a lot of different interests, so I was trying to reflect that in the posters that I chose for her room. And I also hung up an art object from Parenthood, I believe, just to make it look like she had been doing some art and hanging it up in her room. But with that, we're moving on into the final bedroom of the house, which is a bedroom meant for 2 toddlers. But of course, as they age, you are more than welcome to change anything about it. So I went with this kind of purpley color scheme for the toddler bedroom, and I think it turns out super cute in the end. I love these beds from Eco Lifestyle. I think they pair so well together and complement each other. So I do use those, and I use this debug side table from Eco Lifestyle as kind of like a divider between their 2 beds. And here I was just looking for some more activities for toddlers to do because I just feel like there's not enough for them to do in this game. And there's where I go back and add a toddler potty. So here I was just trying to add a toy chest for them to play with, and like some posters maybe for like a book or a movie that they really like. And I was just adding this cute little dresser from Cottage Living. I cannot get over how cute that dresser is. I think it might be one of my favorites. It seems very realistic, especially like something I would have had as a child. But just adding some stuffed animals on top of the dresser. That little wheel is from the Oak House set, and I just think that it is the cutest thing ever. just adding a little mirror for them over here. I thought it was a super cute idea, like maybe they could look at themselves in a mirror at that height. Just trying to add some wall decorations into the bedroom, and with that I'll be sending you guys into screenshots, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!